You ever have one of those moments where the whole room just goes dead quiet? Not because anything special happened, but because somebody decided you didn't belong there? That was me, standing in the middle of Pinnacle Bank's marble-floored lobby, when Thomas Weber, the branch manager, jabbed his finger at me. Well-dressed black guy, leather portfolio in hand. Minding my own business, and let the words drop, cold as ice. You people always waste time. There are real customers waiting. Now, you'd think after all these years, all the degrees, all the billion-dollar deals, this stuff wouldn't faze me, but you'd be wrong. My papers scattered across the polished floor. Business cards and investment docs fluttering around my Oxfords like autumn leaves. Yeah, it happened, and if you know, you know. So I'm kneeling there, picking up my things. Keeping my head up because that's what you learn to do. Dignity first, even when you feel the whole lobby staring. Weber calls for security, real loud, like I'm some sort of threat. If you have a real appointment, where's your proof? He demands. I hand him my ID, barely a glance. Anyone can get fake identification these days. That stings, but I've been here before. You know what I mean? My jaw sets, my hands shake just a bit, but my mind? Already racing. Plan B. Because they have no clue who they're dealing with. I'm not just some guy off the street. I'm about to become their biggest investor, and they're treating me like I don't exist. Back up a second, let me paint you a picture. That morning, I'd shown up at Pinnacle's flagship branch downtown Chicago, suit pressed, shoes shining, but nothing flashy. I don't do the big labels, not when I've got something bigger than image in mind. My portfolio held the docs for a $1.2 billion meeting about their digital division. I was early, not late. Place was packed, staff stressed, lines out the door. And Weber already looked ready to blow a gasket. I step up to reception, Diane, nervous and new, couldn't find my name in the system. Before I could finish my sentence, Weber was there, eyes narrowing. Everyone has an appointment when they want to skip the line. Take a seat. No check, no courtesy, just a wave to the hard plastic chairs. So I wait. I watch. When an older white couple arrives, immediate help. A young white guy in a hurry? He's out the door with service in 5. Me? Every time I ask for an update, Weber brushes me off. An hour becomes 2. My phone buzzing with calls from the CEO upstairs, who's waiting for his billion-dollar guest, completely clueless I'm being stonewalled downstairs like I'm nobody. 3 hours in. The lobby's finally quieter. I try again, keep my tone calm. Excuse me. I've been waiting for nearly 3 hours. Weber doesn't look up, fingers dancing on the keyboard. Everyone has to wait their turn. Your time isn't more valuable than anyone else's. Then, with just enough venom to make it hurt, you people always think your time matters more. The air goes thick. Folks look away. Nobody says a word. I'd like to speak with another manager. I say. I am the highest authority present today. Weber shoots back. If you're unhappy, maybe you should try the community bank down the street. Might be more your kind of place. I wish I could tell you that didn't land, but it did. Meanwhile, upstairs, panic sets in. CEO Franklin Pierce, Sarah Chun VP of Acquisitions, the whole executive suite wondering where I am. This money could save their bank, and here I am, treated like a nuisance. Back in the lobby, Weber starts pushing harder. If you don't have actual business, I'll have to ask you to leave. My phone vibrates again, another missed call from upstairs. I keep my composure. And what exactly does a real customer look like to you, Mr. Weber? That's when he gets nervous. The phone rings. It's the investment division. Weber picks up, holds my stare. You're claiming to be Dr. Coleman? I am Dr. Alexander Coleman. And I'm the Federal Reserve Chairman, he mocks. Security steps closer, and now the crowd's watching the show. An older white lady finally pipes up. This is completely unprofessional. You haven't even checked his credentials. Weber brushes her off. Ma'am, I'm handling a security situation. Upstairs. Sarah Chun can't take it anymore. She grabs her tablet, heads downstairs herself. Now it's full tension. Weber wants me to empty my pockets. I refuse. I won't give him that satisfaction. Right then, the elevator dings, and Sarah Chun storms out, spots the standoff, calls out, Dr. Coleman. Everything shifts. She's horrified, apologizing. This is the investor our executive team's been waiting for. Weber stammers, color draining from his face. I button my jacket. I won't be staying for the meeting, I say quietly. I need to reconsider our partnership. Out the door I go, dignity intact. But inside, My hands tremble as I slide into my car. 30 years, I mutter to my driver, Michael. Medical school, building a company, all this, and still treated like you don't belong. He nods, quietly, exactly. But here's the twist most folks didn't see coming. I wasn't just leaving. I called my team. Full digital attendance, highest security. We're executing Project Watershed. With modifications. Quietly, methodically, we start buying up Pinnacle stock. First 12%, then 23%, enough to force their hand. Meanwhile, I'm not just looking out for myself. I bring in civil rights attorneys, community leaders. Diane, the receptionist, quietly hands me a USB of complaints and NDA settlements buried by the bank. She risks her job because her own family suffered from the same barriers. I don't want protection, she tells me. I want change. Inside Pinnacle, things unravel. Weber tries to double down, staff compliance drops, minority customers start complaining about enhanced verification. Upstairs, Pierce is worried about the PR, not the problem. Fix this before it goes public. Too late. The whistleblower data piles up. We document systemic bias, not just isolated incidents. My stake grows. The board calls an emergency meeting. Finally, they know who's been buying their stock. Boardroom's tense. 12 people around a table, Pierce faking calm. I walk in with my legal team. Eyes widen. Jaws drop. I'm here as your largest shareholder, I announce. And I have some demands. I hand them a report. Independent audits, real bias training, executive overhaul, transparent lending. No committees, no studies, no delays, I say. And there's a press conference tomorrow morning. Either you announce these changes with me, or I do it alone. They cave. Hours later, chaos reigns at Pinnacle as they scramble to meet my terms. Next morning, I'm on stage with Pierce and a row of uncomfortable executives, announcing reforms that will ripple through the whole industry. Reporters ask, was this personal? It's about value, I reply. Pinnacle becomes more valuable when it serves everyone. Employees implicated in discrimination are suspended. Diane promoted to diversity coordinator, and Weber? Well, let's just say HR requested his presence regarding his employment status. But it doesn't end there. Weber sues for defamation, thinking he'll play the victim. In court, evidence piles up. My lawyer, Diane's testimony, emails, numbers. Under cross, Weber admits. If I'd known he was a high-value client, I'd have treated him differently. That's the moment. The quiet in the courtroom says it all. Case dismissed. He's referred for civil rights investigation. A year later, Pinnacle is a different place. Glass barriers are gone. Community lending is up, bias complaints down by 87%, and for the first time, loan approvals match actual qualifications. Not skin color. Diane's now the branch manager, Sarah Chin's EVP of community banking. Weber? He teaches financial literacy in the South Side, humbled, changed, facing his own biases daily. I see him at a conference. No handshake, just a nod, an understanding that this wasn't about revenge, but about changing a broken system. I end up sitting with young entrepreneurs, hearing how the new policies open doors nobody ever held for me. The system isn't perfect, I tell them, but now it's actually evolving. Every small success paves the way for the next. That's how you change the game, not just for you, but for everyone who comes after. So let me leave you with this. Silence protects broken systems, but courage? Courage rewrites them. Hit subscribe if you believe banking, or any industry, should be fair for all. Speak up, because when you do, real change becomes possible.